Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Chattin with CHAP. I am your host, Ginger Wade. Oh my goodness, my brain is mush. And I am here to share a convention wrap up with you, and we're having a little giveaway today. And you know what? My brain is mush because I worked the polls this morning. See, I voted. It is primaries day, so if you have not gotten yourself to the polls, please get out there and make your voice heard. It does matter. It's local stuff this time around. Go ask some questions, find a voter guide, get out there and make a difference. So I'm just going to pop on here with you for a brief video today. We're going to wrap up convention and mention a few of the things that we heard and talk about a few things. And we're doing a giveaway. So the giveaway this time it's actually something that was not picked up at the chat booth. For the giveaway cards. It is a math songs coupon. So I don't have the thing with me because my friend Alicia is going to be the moderator for this, and she's going to be keeping an eye on who's commenting. But there is a vendor that was at convention who created songs to help your kids remember math. So we have a coupon for a free set of the math songs. So what we're going to do for the giveaway purposes, so last time I did a giveaway, I gave you guys a week to comment, and not too many of you commented. So we're going to make it short and sweet today. If you would like to be the winner of the Math Songs coupon, math songs to help your kids learn their math, be the first person to like and comment what your favorite thing was about convention. And you know what? Even if you're not the first, feel free to like and comment your favorite thing about convention. But that's how we're going to do it. And Alicia's going to keep an eye on everything. And whoever the first person is, so sorry y'all who are on YouTube and listening to the podcast, you probably missed your chance because hopefully someone is going to comment here on my live video on Facebook. But so the first person to comment gets yourself some free math songs. All right, so here we go. So I talked to a lot of vendors that were at convention this past weekend. If you missed it, oh, I'm so sad. I just met a friend at the polls this morning, and I said, oh, you didn't go to convention? And she was like, oh, I didn't know. And so y'all out there, if you were there and you loved convention, keep telling people about convention. We are trying to get in front of everybody, but it's hard to remember everybody to remind about convention. And it's hard to help people to see our ads, you know? So if you got a bunch of homeschool friends and stuff that don't know about convention, just talk it up, share about it, and let others know. But I talked to a bunch of vendors. They loved the location because it was bright and roomy and a high ceiling, and they thought it was great. They really enjoyed the conversations they had with all of you guys. There was time to really get into some explanations of curriculum and stuff like that. I heard the vendor speaking sessions were jammed. Some of them were overflowing, and those could fit 50 people, and that's really impressive. Like, we used to start with a little tiny room that could fit 20. So believe it or not, those of you who were there and we're a little upset that the room was jammed full, I mean, it's like more than doubled in size from when we actually started doing vendor talks. So that was really great. We were really pleased with that. Lots of vendors who were really excited. If you were there, Museum of the Bible, that's who Dr. Kathy Cook was there with, was super excited, had no idea it would be as big as what it was, and they would love to come back next year and share some more things and get a little bit more involved with the whole process. I don't know if you saw Schoolhouse Teachers. That's who Deborah Wooler was there with, and they were excited to be there, have a really super special deal for folks who are interested in online learning with Schoolhouse Teachers through CHAP. So they were glad to be there. It was great to talk to the people that I got to talk to, and yeah, it was, as far as the vendors go, they loved it. It was great. The speakers loved speaking. They loved helping people. The messages were so good. People really loved the encouragement. And of course, all of you who were there know the challenge of the barn that we were in. It was really hard to hear. Trust me, I know. I was a speaker, and it was really hard for me to think and be able to concentrate on what I was trying to share with you. But so many of you came up and said that what I was sharing was so encouraging. So thank you for those who have done that. And I'm so glad to have been able to help people. But I did want to tell you, if you were thinking about getting recordings, that the recordings are actually super clear and really good. So if you were in a session, but there was another one, like there was one time where Rick Green was talking at the same time as Dr. Kathy, and they both had really great sessions. So if you were in the one and not the other, the recordings will be great. So you can go to alliancerecordings.com and you can order individual sessions, or you can order the whole kit and caboodle and get all the sessions from convention. And you will not have any issues because they're nice and clear. Now, I did get a message that one of the ones that was labeled as Steve Demi's talk was actually attached to a Sarah Collins talk, but that's been cleared up. If you did purchase that particular talk, you can re-download it because it's been all fixed now. So we're all good to go in that department. And so you can still get those, download them, and then you will have them and you can listen to them whenever you need that encouragement. But the speakers loved being there. It was great to have Rick Green there, and Dr. Kathy, and Steve, and Gretchen, and Deborah, and Rob, and all the people who talked, Scott Woodruff from HSLDA, Bonnie, and Marcia. So it was really great, Sarah, to have everyone there sharing what they know with you to encourage you. So that was really fun. So this is a reminder, we're halfway through. If you're jumping in and you didn't hear, I'm having a Math Songs giveaway. So you be the first person to comment about wanting the Math Songs giveaway. Like and comment your favorite thing about convention or what you would have enjoyed about convention, and we would be happy to give you that prize. So we did have a question that I wanted to discuss. Oh, before I get into that, I want to remind you, y'all, if you attended, you should have gotten an end of convention email. Please check your spam. So many times, since we're a large organization and we're sending out large emails, those emails go into your spam box. So please check your spam box. We did put out a survey. We always ask for your opinion after convention. We want to know what you're looking for, and if you have any ideas for us for the future. So check your inboxes. If you haven't completed the survey, please complete them and get them back to us, because we want to know what's going to bring you back. We want to know what type of support you need. And we really need that. We really need that feedback because all of our needs are different. So if you would do that, we'd really appreciate it. So we did have someone, besides the comments on the speakers, which, guys, we did what we could. And sometimes it's really hard. Like last year, the speaking situation was better, but the vendors didn't like it. They didn't like the hall. So it's, we are constantly working to find that balance of what's going to support the vendors, what's going to support the speakers, what's going to support the folks who are coming the best, and finding that balance. It is, I don't know that they ever all come together to the same spot. So we're always working towards that. And of course, we appreciate your suggestions. But we were asked, why so much Constitution? Why so much Rick Green? Why so much going on with that? Why not more support with homeschooling itself? And there was support for homeschooling there. I did 3 talks on it. And I know there were others, Gretchen Rowe and Steve Demi and Bonnie Greiner and Marcia all talked about homeschool supports type stuff. Sarah Collins did. We had parenting stuff. We had your own personal faith walk growth stuff. And we did have a lot of Constitution stuff. The reason we chose to bring in Rick Green this year as our keynote to get you guys thinking about this stuff is the simple fact. If we don't know our history and our rights and our Constitution and how this country functions, we're going to lose those freedoms. The freedom to homeschool will disappear and you won't have it. I love that I'm doing this video on election day, that it's primaries day, because I was out there talking with people at the polls today. I'm like, if you don't take part in what's going on in this country, if you don't have your say through elections and getting involved in campaigns, maybe running for office, you're not doing what you're supposed to do as an American citizen. It's an informed citizenry is how this country was set up. And if you want to maintain the freedom to homeschool, you need to maintain the country. You need to maintain the Constitution. You need to live by the Bill of Rights, and you need to uphold it. And you need to tell others when they're keeping people from living by the Bill of Rights. So when our freedoms are getting squashed, you need to tell the leaders, hey, we know that what you're doing is not right. So, and this is what Rick Green was trying to get us to do. It's very important to know our history. It's very important to know who the founding fathers were and why things were set up the way they were. And they studied all the governments and the types of governments that were around before they did ours. It wasn't like this willy-nilly, woo, let's throw everything up in the air and wherever it lands, that's how we're going to run the country. They studied and studied and studied. They knew their stuff. They also knew scripture. And they really applied that to the design of how our country functions. And we as a citizenry, on the whole, have no idea. We don't know our rights. We don't know how the government's set up, how the government's supposed to work. I know a half decent amount, but there's stuff, man. I was listening to Constitutional Live, one of Rick's programs, and I was like, wow, I did not know that. So it's really important that we are educated, because when people who don't like freedom want to control the citizenry, one of the places they're going to come is to homeschoolers. Because guys, when you're out there educating your children, no matter how you're educating them, no matter what values you're putting into them, you are taking responsibility, and you're actually teaching your kids to be thinkers and function on their own. And that is not something that people who want to control others like. So you got to be prepared to defend your right to homeschool, to defend that freedom. And it goes way back to how we're set up and our history and how our government functions. So that was pretty much the main reason why we brought Rick Green in, because we wanted to get you guys thinking about that. We wanted to get you guys thinking about the importance of educating yourself and your kids in how our country functions and how it will be successful. So that's the explanation. That's the why. And there was a lot of homeschool helps there. And us at the chat booth, we loved talking to each one of you. We mentored a lot of you, showing you portfolios and giving you paperwork and giving you curriculum suggestions. It was wonderful. It was wonderful to talk to each one of you. And that is so important in a homeschool convention, obviously. There is so much to talk about. I mean, we could be there forever just talking about different things and different ways to support you guys. But thank you to all who came and made it a success. Were we exhausted? Absolutely. I'm still recovering. I still have people I need to get back to. I'm still trying to get my house in order, but you guys are all worth it. What we are doing to educate our children is worth it. Okay, the next generation is worth it. So thank you to all who came to convention. I'm so glad you were all there. Like I said earlier, I'll show my sticker again. I got out and voted. Make sure you get out and vote too. Today is primary day in the state of Pennsylvania. And those school board elections, those judges, and all the other people you're voting for are very important roles in how our lives will go and how our societies will function. So get out there and make a difference. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we're having a giveaway on the math songs. So I don't think I've seen anyone post so far on the video. So, waiting for that first person to comment on there, and the first person we see to comment on this video is going to win those math songs to help your little ones learn their math facts. So comment below, because we'd love to give you a prize. Thanks for tuning in this week, guys. I'm really excited to have done another convention. It's always wonderful to see you all and to see how encouraged everyone is and how helped everyone is. It's not our wisdom. It's truly God giving us wisdom and giving us direction on how to help others. And what type of song? Truly not really sure. I'm thinking it's little jingles to help you learn math facts and things like that. You know, Demi Learning had something like that too with their Math UC curriculum, but this is not Demi Learning. It's a different person who put together some math songs to help children learn. I'm going to say their math facts, but I guess Alicia, if you're out there, you can also put a post out and make a comment. She just has a little card about it. So that's what I know, Alicia. And it's a code. Like we would give you a code to go to their website and punch it in and get the free songs. So anyway, that's it for convention update. I will not have Thursday videos anymore because convention's over, but I will be back next week, and it's going to be Q&A day. We're up on a Q&A day again already. So I will be answering your questions. So if you have any other questions, that you would like me to answer before next Tuesday, you can comment here. You can inbox me. You can contact form me from chaponline.com. I'm happy to answer your questions and share them with other homeschoolers so they are equipped also. So have a great week. I certainly hope your school is wrapping up. We're having evaluations tomorrow. I still don't have the portfolios made, so that's what I'm doing tonight and tomorrow morning. So have a great summer, and I'd be happy to do this every week with you this summer. I'm going to be doing some interviews and redoing some law videos and things like that to help keep you informed. So, all right. Thanks again. It was great being with you guys this past weekend, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.